Welcome to Down Home Backyard Gardening. I've got probably 20-30 minutes between rainstorms and I've got stuff I need to get done. So when you get the opportunity to do stuff, do it. This is just going to be a video where I show you what I'm doing. I got to harvest, I got to plant, and I found some other stuff that I just did the garden tour video and I already found major issues with some of these squash plants. Not happy y'all, but let's do this. So this bed right here, I need to get all these onions out. Now I'm not going to take them all out. I will leave some of them in here, but for the most part, I'm about to harvest these onions. You remember I tried to do this about a month and a half ago and didn't like the results of how those onions looked. But I need this bed. I am going to utilize this bed for peppers. And I'm honestly running out of room. So the onions have got to go. All right, that's a really good haul, y'all. We'll come back through, clean up all those weeds out of that bed, and then I'm gonna start putting in peppers all through there. I've already got some jalapenos there, those buena mulatas over there. So this bed is pretty much ready to go. I just got to get out here, get it cleaned up, and get stuff planted. But that onion harvest is really good. Very, very happy with that. I mean, look at that, red, yellow, and white onions. And before everyone says everything, I know you're not supposed to harvest onions when the ground is wet. Normally, you stop watering and you let the ground dry and then you pull them out. Because if you leave the onions wet like that, you can introduce diseases and decay to the onion while they're curing. So I will dry all these off, get them in the garage, and get them good to go. I promise. Now, let's jump over there and plant a crop that I've been waiting to plant. I was actually going to wait a little longer, but I figured with this weather, why not just plant them now? It's the beginning of May. Why not, right? All right, y'all, let's see how much rain we got overnight. Now, this is on top of the 11 inches, just under 11 inches of rain this rain gauge has recorded in the last 3 or 4 days. Absolutely insane amounts of rain here in the Houston, East Texas, Southeast Texas area. Crazy. So overnight, 2.5 inches of rain, y'all. Now I'll say one thing, the garden's happy. I mean, seriously, look at it. Everything's happy and green. Can't really complain. I mean, I can. It's too much rain. And with all the flooding and everything going on, just 2 miles that way, pretty wild. Pretty wild. Okay, and I will say this. With all the rain, the ground is super saturated. And I'm wearing flip-flops that kind of make noises when you walk on them. So if y'all hear goofiness when I'm walking, it's the flip-flops. And it's the, it is the absolute saturated ground. All right, in this bed right here, 2 weeks ago, a week ago, whenever it was, I harvested all the carrots out here. Now I did leave some carrots in here. I always do. I'm gonna let them go to flower. That always brings in beneficials. But in this area, I'm going to plant okras right here. And I might throw another crop in over here that I just found in my garage. Normally I plant everything from Baker Creek, but I saw these when I was at Walmart. These little tiny, I guess these would be dwarf okras. It just kind of perked my attention. So we're gonna get these in the ground right here. And y'all, I just found an ant hive right there. So we are going to adjust, and I'm gonna put the okra over here while I deal with those later. So let's shift over here. And I'll show you all exactly how I plant seeds. This is the way I plant every seed of any kind, period. Okay, we go about a ½ an inch down in that range, and then we're going to use a blood meal and bone meal mixture to throw through here. Now the main reason I do the blood meal and bone meal is because once these seeds start to take off, that extra nutrients will just help benefit those seeds tremendously. And to be honest, I'm amending the soil while we're planting. Constantly amending. It's very, very important. Okay, so there's not a lot of seeds in here. That's actually not a lot, but it's good enough. Actually, that was a perfect amount of seeds for the three rows that I have here. So, not gonna complain. I'm good to go. Now we're just gonna cover them up and water them in. Love getting dirt in the nails. Okay, so normally I would come back through and water everything in, but this ground is super saturated, and we've got lots more storms for the rest of the day. So I'm just gonna let nature do its thing. If later today it does not rain anymore, which you can hear, I don't know if y'all can hear it storming back here behind us like crazy. If it doesn't rain anymore today, then I will come out and throw a quick water over those okras right there. Now the potatoes that I found in the garage that I referenced a few minutes ago, I am probably going to put them right here in this area. I have that open space, so I figure why not? The only reason I wouldn't is if I want to add more okras right here. The big ones, the ones that I normally grow, not these little miniature ones. Haven't decided yet, but the one thing I do have to get taken care of are those ants. I don't mind ants in the garden. I really don't. As long as they're not biting me, I don't really care. But when they start making mounds like that, they gotta go. Definitely can't have that. Nope. Okay, now that the onions have been harvested, the okra have been planted. Y'all, I can't make this up. I filmed the garden tour, I think 3 days ago. 4 days ago? I'm really not sure, to be honest. And I was so proud of these two squashes. Yep. The vine borer, in an area that I did not have a bottle of mothball water. Vine borers have gotten in here. And let me just show you the damage that these little sorry punks can do. So if y'all remember, I was super proud of that squash right there. But look at all the damage on this stalk right here, y'all. See that damage all through here? Well, that damaged stalk is connected right there to that squash. So the vine borers got in here and just decimated this stalk. Oh, and it went up into here. This wasn't here yesterday. So there's probably one up in here or further down in. But right now, since the vine borer is in there and it's already going to kill this plant, I'm just leaving it alone. I want to actually see, because this one still looks good. This squash still looks good. So I'm just leaving it alone. But that is what you're looking for damage from a vine borer moth, or from a vine borer. And when you see these vine borer moths that I'm putting up on the screen right here, you kill them immediately. Everything you can do, get them and kill them. Now, upon investigating, I came over here to check this squash that I was so proud of, and have found that, yep, there it was. Look, a vine borer is down in there and has actually killed that stem going to that squash right there. Look at that, y'all. That is what you never want to see with squash or zucchinis or melons. But yeah. Now what's funny, and I'm going to show this, is the area that I have the mothball water jugs around these ramping caudy zucchini plants. Their stalks are beautiful. No issues at all. So coming in here, now this is just normal. It's when the leaves die off and everything dries up. That's nothing to be worried about. But look at those stalks down there at the bottom. And again, this is just normal stuff right here where the leaves die. But those those stalks down there at the bottom are perfect. And right here's a mothball water, right there, and right there. So yeah. And I didn't have any mothball water over this way, and we see what happened. Lesson learned. I am going to put so many bottles of mothball water out here, y'all, it's gonna be ridiculous. You're gonna think I'm growing bottles of milk jugs. But since we're out here, let's check this other squash, because I don't know. Mothball water right there, that squash right there, and let's see. Yep, they all look good. No issues here, except this one might not make it. It's a little darker back here, not sure. This is why I don't like growing squashes and zucchinis in the spring. But I wanted these white scallop squashes to produce, so I threw extra seeds, old seeds that I had out here. And you can see I've got a bottle of mothball water there and there. So these white scallop squashes are safe. But yeah, not happy. These peas, you can see they're about done right here. They're about to come out. I'm not sure what I'm gonna plant in here yet. I think I have an idea, but whatever it is, it's gonna be something that runs up that trellis for sure. I really need to harvest these garlic, but not gonna do it with the ground being saturated, because garlic is not as easy to harvest as those onions. You can't just pull garlic out. You got to actually dig them out, because those roots are insane. And I just don't have the time because we got rain coming again. So I think I'm about to be done here, go in the house. Again, I just wanted to show y'all kind of what I do. I said, I think last year, I believe I said last year when I came back from my break, my mental health break from YouTube and just everything, that I would start showing everything that I'm doing out here, whether it's the glamorous stuff like the how to do this or the harvesting that, I'd show y'all. So in between rainstorms, I wanted to jump out here and show y'all. Oh, you know what? I got one more thing. Hold on. Check this out. Y'all, the tomatoes are just blowing up. Hold on. Where were they? We got that one right there. Right here. All of these right through here. And these are starting to be good size. I even have one down here on this transplant. Right there. Again, the ground is super soft, y'all. I showed these, but check these out. I've got them right up here now too. Same plant. Putting on more tomatoes. Another one right there. But there are some more. Oh, another one right there. Oh, there's another one even further down in there I just saw. Literally just now, just saw that one. Obviously that one that I've shown a lot. And then coming over here toward the end, these solar flares that I showed earlier. Oh, look, right in there, more. Oh, more here. In there. And right back in there. The tomatoes are definitely coming on. Very excited. The eggplants are starting to put on their flowers on some of them, and they're looking really, really good. Those fish pep. Let me show you all those fish peppers again. I'm so proud of these things. Look at that thing right there. Isn't that coloring just awesome? I love those. I really hope these plants like blow up. All right, everyone, so like I said at the beginning of this, I just wanted to show y'all what I'm doing on a Sunday between rainstorms and crazy weather and everything else. I think it's important that when you get the time or a chance to get stuff done, you just execute it and get it done when you can. I really hope everyone's gardens are coming along, those that are able to plant their gardens, and those that have not been able to yet due to frost dates and being way north. I hope y'all are prepared and ready to rock and roll, so as soon as you can get your stuff out there in the garden and get going. So before I get rained on, everyone, if y'all enjoyed this video, as always, share it, like it, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Take care. God bless everyone that's being affected by these crazy storms. I hope everyone is safe. I hope you're protected. I hope you're, you know, turn around, don't drown, all that stuff. Just don't go into any crazy water. It's not worth it, y'all. I will talk to y'all again real soon, hopefully on a sunny, dry day. Bye.